Okay, let's do some new dailies. Let's have a go. Let's get everything set up. Okay. Okay, Red Bull Ring and Maggiore. Okay. Group 3, Group 4. Alright, let's give that a go. Okay, set up. Let's go Group 3. What is the meta car so far? M6. Yeah, that makes sense. Decent cornering car. Alright. Mediums as well. Put some qualifying times. Right, what do we need to, what sort of times do we need to be? Okay, so top 200, so far will be 158. Top time in the world 155.5. Let's give it a go. I must admit, this is a circuit I haven't played too often over time, so it'll probably take me a little while to get used to this. Third round there. Stay in third. High speed though. Cut across that. Out in third, yeah. Thank you, Rusty. Appreciate that. Thank you. I'm just starting my streaming journey, so yeah, I appreciate that. I used to do YouTube when I was, oh God, 10, 15 years ago, and then stopped. And I thought, well, I only really play Gran Turismo these days. And yeah, I got to, I'm just about at A, and my aim is to try and get to A+ whenever I can. So yeah, take you guys on the journey with me. And actually what I did do, I'm not concentrating now, talking, but yeah, what I did do was buy a Thrustmaster T598, my first kind of, I know it's not a true direct drive wheel, but it's what I used to have was a G29, and was feeling like I got to the point where I couldn't really go any quicker than, because just the force feedback wasn't strong enough. I'd end up pushing too hard, not really knowing where I was on the circuit and spinning out basically. And it does make a massive difference, really. Oh, nice. Well, when I stop, Rusty, I'll give you a sub back. So appreciate that. I'll have a bit of a break on this circuit. I'll try and get a few laps under my belt. Actually, probably should be rear brake bias. Run the T300RS and the T3PM pedals, Fanatec shifter and e-brake. Oh, right, is that, because I thought, yeah, like the T's were the Thrustmaster, and you've got, so you're mixing and matching with Thrustmaster and Fanatec, which is interesting. Do you need like an adapter for that? I imagine you would. And do you normally play Gran Turismo, or do you play other races as well? I suspect with an e-brake. Okay, a drive hub. I've never actually heard of that, but I'm guessing it's an adapter, or it's a way of using equipment from different manufacturers. Keep it on. You built it during COVID? Sorry for that poor turn, I was reading your message. You built it during COVID? Well, that's impressive. Built your own like adapter. Okay, nice. Well, that's probably better and cheaper than paying for one. Right. Probably got dirty tyres now, but let's try and concentrate for a lap or two. Okay, I think third round there. Let's keep it in third. Again into third. Wants to spin. I think you can stay in third the whole way around there. Don't lift there. Probably don't lift the whole way. Keep it in fifth. Up to third. Ah, Dirt 2. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I've not played Dirt 2. My Gran Turismo, and I play Assetto Corsa from time to time, but mostly Gran Turismo. Just find that you kind of have like it's just better competition really, like sport mode. It's got its flaws, like you don't really have like the penalty system's not really good enough, and people can get away with being dirty drivers too easily on this game. But if you can kind of avoid all of that, it is a really good like competition based game, whereas maybe just I haven't put enough time into Assetto Corsa, but it felt like you couldn't, the competition element wasn't as good, but it's kind of like a more realistic racer, you know what I mean? So right, really need to go a little bit not as wide there, but okay, a bit better. Let's try and get under 2 minutes. Right, third. Stay in third. Now keep this flat. Go. Bit late on the turn. Okay, kept it in second there, and that was, I think I got a bit of a better exit. Your mid B, nice. We're probably similar, to be honest. I'm just about A, but evidently that wasn't a great example. But yeah, there's certain tracks I think that I am a bit better at. So, like last week, I wasn't very good with the, I can't remember what the circuit's called, but the Australian circuit. Just felt it was like the corners are too like tight and technical, so you can just get bashed off by people. But the week before, the Sardinia, and yeah, just really, I don't know why, it's probably one of my favourite circuits. That with Interlagos as well, are probably my two favourite circuits. But I do actually quite like the new circuit, Yas Marina, actually. Spend more time in lobbies. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I was saying this yesterday on my stream that yeah, you kind of go when you go into the lobbies, you might see people with, you know, who are C or D rated, and they're driving like A plus because they clearly just spend the majority of their time in lobbies. I don't blame them really, because it can be, I was like, just what I was saying with the penalty system, it can be pretty toxic. Like you're trying to get a really you're trying to get a high score, like driving rating, and you only get a certain number of races that you can do in an hour, and it just gets, an entire race gets ruined because some guy just wants to punt you off the circuit. Like, it's quite frustrating. So yeah, I tend to do a mix. Right, slow down a bit here. Messed that up last time. Not quite quick enough for A. Only get a couple of hours a week to drive. Yeah, to be fair, so do I. Yeah, probably like you, I've got to work, so I'm just on my lunch break at the moment. But yeah, trying to do a few streams. I think Monday is when people want to know what the new circuits are like and how to race those. Although not saying that I'm a perfect example of how to drive some of these circuits. Started a new account, got into B on day one with Yas Marina. Yeah. I'm guessing that was the week that that the kind of circuit, like the update was, I think 1.66. Guessing that's when, because I actually didn't. I think I was away. I was on holiday during that time. So I didn't actually get to do that weekly or the daily race on that week. But I played it in kind of lobby mode a few times, and yes, it's good. Like, it's technical enough that you can, like, you know, if you know the circuit, you can drive it well, you can get really good times. But it's wide enough that if you get someone that's slow, it's not going to really impact your race. So yeah, you had a bad running with a few D drivers. Yeah, it happens. And do you know what? It's not always D drivers. You can get them. You get them at all levels, I think. And to be honest, it's just people that don't like to lose. And yeah, you kind of. You almost need to, one, try and avoid them, see what sort of signs there are, and you know how they might race, and just avoid them. But sometimes you can, and you just then got to accept that they might ruin your race, they'll ruin their own race, and unfortunately the penalty system just doesn't penalise them enough. Because I think on like sim races, like iRacing, I've never played it, but apparently they do have like a really good like report system, so that if someone does punt you off, they will genuinely ban them. But yeah, Gran Turismo just doesn't have that. I don't think Assetto Corsa has it either, really. I suspect that make that. I suspect iRacing is a bit more expensive, so they've got, you know, they do put the time into, they've got the funds to be able to like police that sort of thing. But saying that, I mean, I suspect Gran Turismo have the funds to do it as well, but they just choose not to. Oh, you felt bad. You felt bad running against D drivers. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, helps to kind of, because you know, actually some of the antics that D drivers do, like the dirty ones, are the same sort of antics that the higher rated dirty drivers do as well. So, yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting actually. Yeah, Rusty, have you ever kind of done any real life racing? I mean, I've done a bit of go-karting, but I'd like to do some, not necessarily, I wouldn't be able to afford racing in these in Group 3 cars and that sort of thing, but yeah, I have like we have a circuit that's not too far from where I live, and yeah, so one day I might try and give that a go. COTA. Nice. I'm not sure what that acronym is, but that's decent. Cool. Circuit off. Wow. Circuit of the Americas. Oh, nice. Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's really cool. What sort of cars would you drive around that? Okay, 2/10 behind. Let's see if I can put the last few together. I find the last few corners here quite difficult, to be honest. So, in fairness, I haven't looked at the kind of replay from the point of view of the driver, like a fast time. So, exact corners, exact lines, and exact gears, like that. It's hard to keep stuck. Oh, nice. MX-5, decent. Yeah, you know, I think Americans and you know, people from Asia as well, you get the kind of the decent kind of Asian cars, like the Mazdas, like the MX-5, and you get them quite regularly, and we get them over here. But there are some like really cool like hot hatches from Europe that are almost like comparable to like the MX-5 in terms of like racing and stuff. So I've got a car that's like, it was built in 2004, and it's called a Renault Clio 182, and as the name suggests, it's got 182 brake horsepower, which by modern standards isn't very powerful, but it's in a tiny little car, and it's a 2-litre naturally aspirated engine. It's so loud, but it's like super quick, and in the corners it's awesome as well. So Yeah, I mean, I don't drive it as a daily. I kind of keep it away and keep it under shelter, just because one day I thought maybe I have the the time and the money to be able to, you know, fix it up a little bit and get it ready for racing on a circuit. But yeah, I haven't got around to doing that yet. Right, it's that last corner I can't quite get right, but it might be a quicker time. Oh, I'm under 2 minutes. All good. Right, let's see where I get to. Let's see where I am there. So you had an Audi Sport Race School there, timing the TT A6 R8. Nice. Yeah, the R8s are, I've driven an R8 on one of the like, they do like a supercar day over here, and I've driven one of those. They're really cool. But yeah, nice. Whilst I'm at it, Rusty, I'll subscribe to you. Hang on. Fortunately, I've got it on my phone. There you go. You got a new subscriber by me. And if you're streaming, I'll make sure I tune in. So you drove the R35 GTR safety car a few times. So stable. Nice. Yeah, that's really cool. That's an awesome job. Okay, 1,000. We want to be a bit quicker than that. I'm concentrating on the chat. Alright, 58. Gotta get into the 57s if I want to be top 200. Right, let's give this a proper go. In fact, what I might do is actually watch the top time, see what gears they use, see the lines they use. Okay. You're going to start doing live colour commentary for lobbies. Any interest in doing something like that? Or any interest in something like that? Yeah? I don't know what live colour commentary means, but yeah, why not? It's something I've not really heard of before. Maybe that's just my ignorance, but... Yeah, sure. We bounced between cars in spectator and announced the action. I thought I was good for my first attempt. Do you know what, Rusty? I'll give that a watch later on. Okay, right. Let's see how it gets quick around here. So I think I was going around in third here. Yeah, just a tighter line for me. Yeah, I was going around in third here as well. Okay, second round there. And he goes down into second and then goes up into third when he accelerates to stop understeer. Okay, flat out through there, a little bit off around there, off the accelerator, into second, up into third. Okay, so I was pretty much doing the right things, it's just getting those lines right. It looks like you can cut the curves quite a lot. Yeah. Fourth from there, third, okay, quick drop into second and then third again, okay. Wow, into first. Do you know, I think I might have been just staying in third sometimes. about that. So, all right, Rusty. No worries. Yeah, thanks for joining, and yeah, I hope you have a good day. And yeah, I'll watch one of your videos later on, and if you stream, I'll make sure I yeah, nice one. Yeah, I'll drop by as well. Look out for me. Thanks for that. Cheers. Right. Okay. Right, down to first again. Really second. A bit squirrely. Use full track limits there. Trail braking around the corner. A lot of lift off. Stayed in second, but didn't. Okay, I think just a bit of practice. That should be all right. Mediums. Just do some qualifyings at the moment. Okay. So maximum brake bias. Get that right, but hopefully we'll lose too much time. Down to fourth. That's it. Back to again. See. Spun at the end. Spun it at the end. Oh, damn. That was probably a decent. Definitely better than. That's okay. I think I'm going to circle a bit more now. The lines. That's line there. So. There's 2. Track. It's that last corner. Okay, 158.2. That's much better. Okay. I've been blaming Rusty for distracting. Only joking, yes, you can see this. Tense up, but my last lap just had a really good last half of that sector. So good, I think some time there. Like that. A bit too quick. It's okay, no track limits, but there's time to be had there. But we can definitely get into the 50 seconds. And that would put us about 200th. That's probably about the same time. 4 thousandths of a second, that's quicker there. Not bad, let's see where I am. 58.27. .292. Not bad, I want to be a bit quicker. What do you say first now, and then right to second? Feels like it's better to not get that bounce around. That's good. There's a few tenths left. Probably isn't going to be a quick lap, but all the tires out of the way.
bit more practice. The camber gives you so much grip though. Probably taking a bit too much speed up there. Call it a mid spin. Where's it going to be a quick back? To avoid bouncing off the line right there. See if we can get this right. Take the high time. Drop into the fourth. That there as well. That was with taking the corner and putting the ball in. So. Better than that corner. Basically getting the power straight in. decent lap as well. It's going to be close to my record. Not too much of that. Let's give it a go again. Slowly. Turn it back corner and save it to a lot of the track that just maintains. It's going to be close. No, 1/10 quicker. Great thinking. Get under 150. Good that last one. It's almost like maintaining the speed. It's really important. I guess that's why the M6 is that start. It's really good about high speed corner circuits. To be honest, this prior to changing the wheel, this gave me the best circuit on like a gear-based wheel rather than direct drive. It's almost impossible to get this fair play to what it can do on a belt or a gear wheel. This one. Very close, just before it goes into the next there. Sliding. Totally silver down. My optimum, if I put all the best sectors together, is under 158 to 157. So that's promising, and I just need to string it all together. Quite a technical circuit to be, so I do like it. It's technical, but it's got kind of room, got the room, so yeah, maneuver around the circuit from side to side. That's how you keep the high speed. But yeah, comparing that to gameplay speed yesterday and last week. That's good, so hard. So hard to get the speed up. Just before it turns. Oh dear. Right. Let's try again. Okay. Cutting across the curves now, but not losing stability in the line. So hard to do when you're following the best times in the world. They just, they're right on the very edge. If you try and follow their line too closely, you just need to be a millimetre off, but not too off wide. There might be a better tactic to get quicker times, not following the fastest player. But I don't want to learn as many steps. I think one in the 120s. Unfortunately, this fun split there. So back over the back. So we don't get slowed down too much. Let's get back on this switch. Still, 158. Better. There it is. Second record, probably still need to make up some time. so probably around here. Right in the edge there. Second clipper. Oh, I don't think I've done it. Haha. I was quicker, but not into the 157s. Pushing too much there. Okay. Slight improvement. Slight improvement. 267. That will go down over the day. Let's see. Try and get a 157. Do I get a 157? 157.5. Oof. That was good. That was a good lap. Let's see where we are. Oh, 140, 2 seconds off the top time in the world. I feel like I could go quicker as well. I think I could aim to get a 1. I think my limit would probably be if I can try and beat 157, get into the 156s. It's probably my limit. But yeah, I'll keep going. And where would that leave us if we got into a 156? I know it's just come out today, but we're top 75 in the world, which is pretty cool. Nice. All right. Well, think I'll stop the stream there. Thanks for those that have watched, and yeah, I'll get going again later on today. I think get into those 156s. All right, thanks everyone.